Hey, what's going on, guys? I recently finished reading the All-New Wolverine Omnibus, so today I'm going to give you an overview of the book and some of my thoughts on the story. So let's jump right into that. Alright, here is the All-New Wolverine Omnibus by Tom Taylor. As you can tell, I went with the GM variant cover. I preferred this outfit to the just copycat Wolverine outfit. I guess she is Wolverine, so it's not really copycat. But I like this. It's reminiscent of the X-Force suit. And I think in the story, this one is bulletproof, actually. So she doesn't just... I mean, she has her healing factor, but she doesn't just take those hits. This is what the spine looks like. Not the biggest fan of white spines, but, you know, I guess it is what it is. And now let's take this off and jump into the book. Alright, and this is what that other cover looks like. And that's what would be on the spine otherwise. Right, let's open this up. Nice yellow pages there. So this was my first real introduction to the character of Laura Kinney. I guess I'd seen her in the Logan movie first, but it's pretty different, and she's, you know, much younger. And I'd seen her a few times on Krakoa since I'm reading the Krakoa era of X-Men, although I have not read the X-Men series because I'm going to wait till the Omnibus comes out, so I'm basically just reading everything else. But she's popped up once or twice. I think she was in Fallen Angels, where she was kind of written weirdly, but after having read this, I was like, oh yeah, she was written very weirdly in Fallen Angels, but it is what it is. And then also, Gabby comes into play here, who is a clone of a clone. Laura's a clone of Wolverine, and then Gabby is a clone of Laura. And Gabby has been in the New Mutants book a few times, so when I first was reading this Krakoa era New Mutants, I was really confused about like who she was. I was like, isn't X-23 the clone? But there's more clones. You know, clones and Marvel are two peas in a pod. Anyway, basically this story, as it starts off, it revolves around more clones, and you know, Laura Kinney is sort of trying to get to the bottom of like this clone situation, because clones of her have broken out of their experimental prison area and are maybe doing bad things. So then, you know, it's sort of revealed they're not, they're just trying to, you know, make things right, put out the justice in the world and whatnot. And so this is Laura with some of her clones, the Clone Squad. And they very quickly go... What I like about this book is there's so many other like Marvel characters thrown in. And it makes it feel very expansive. And I like when the Marvel Universe and the comics connect and tie in a lot. So obviously here they fight Taskmaster, which was super fun. It was a fun cameo considering he's especially coming up in this Black Widow movie. Not next month, but in July. And so pretty much Laura is trying to figure out how to save these clones, because there's like nanobites or something in their body that is deteriorating them quickly. And also they can't feel pain. So they're just withering away kind of without really knowing the limitations of their body. Boom, we even get some Doctor Strange in here. I mean, like, these first issues are just like cameo. And it's like written in a very fun way. This is where Doctor Strange uses the Eye of Agamotto to look into the souls of all these people. Obviously some mystical chaos. And then boom, they need to go terminate those nanobites that are within their bloodstream or within their body or whatever. So they have to break into Hank Pym's lab to steal an Ant-Man suit. And of course they run into the Wasp. And then you get a fun little Wasp cameo here as they go inside and try to exterminate those nanobites. Now, you know, throughout this book, I won't spoil much, but they lose some of the clones. And, you know, I'll leave it up to you to decide what you think lose means. If they're just gone forever, if they die, if they just split. Be it what it may. Squirrel Girl, let's get some Squirrel Girl here. because, you know, during that last escapade, Laura Kinney, she wronged a squirrel family. She put a tracker on one of them, took it off herself, put it on a squirrel to lead the enemies astray, but, you know, that messed up the squirrel's family and whatnot. So you get some Squirrel Girl action, which was weird, but fun. Yeah. This is a very, very lighthearted omnibus. Here you get some Spider-Gwen stuff. This is the annual, I think, and as comics love to do, especially with Wolverine and Spider-Man characters, their minds swap places. And just another fun little annual. But what's nice about this book is that it is very lighthearted. It is very funny. It's very endearing with like Gabby and Laura, who are sisters, and they share that bond. And you know, they're just trying to navigate the world with their disturbed background. But there are some really, like, I don't even know. There's some very prolific, profound moments in it. Captain Marvel, Iron Man cameo. Seriously, there are so many cameos in this book. It's great. Fin Fang Foom cameo. You don't get those that often. And then Old Man Logan, of course. Yeah. And then, this is a funny moment where burglars break into Laura Kinney's apartment, and they're all laughing because it's like, you chose the absolute worst apartment possible to break into. Like, you are normal, feeble little human beings going up against 3 Wolverine clones. It's not going to end well for you, and it doesn't end well for them. As you can probably imagine, there's no way 3 burglars could take on 3 Wolverines. Then here's some Civil War II tie-in with that premonition dude who's like sees bad things happening, and so he sees Old Man Logan kill Gabby right there. But I mean, obviously Gabby has her mutant healing factor, so I guess that guy didn't know what he was seeing. You know, it's just the big problem of Civil War II, but we don't need to talk about Civil War II because Civil War II is a mess. And honestly, you know, Civil War, the first one, kind of messy also. Tie-ins are good, and parts of it were good, but also, yeah, kind of messy. And so this also deals with, like, Laura Kinney. I guess she has, like, a chemical scent that activates her and puts her into killer mode. So, you know, there's a point where they get Jean Grey to sort of mentally get that out of her. Here is a bit where they go to Madripoor, and I was just reading the Wolverine Omnibus, and I remember this character being in there. It's like, he's very obscure, I think, and I wouldn't have expected him to still be around and utilized, but he is. I can't remember his name, though. But yeah, so she fights some of Wolverine's rogues gallery here a few times, and Tigress, I forget what her name is, who is like the crime lord of Madripoor, is in this as well. Here's where the Jean Grey, like, getting the chemical thing out of her system mentally takes place. You also get, I mean, this is why comics are just fun sometimes. You get, there's Gambit, by the way, Gambit fans, but you get Laura Kinney donning the Iron Man armor. She doesn't put on the helmet, and they're all like, did you know there's a helmet? Like, why aren't you wearing the helmet? She's like, yeah, it messes with my senses, which is a good, I guess, in-comic explanation. But outside, we know it's just because they need to still be able to easily identify for the audience who Laura Kinney is, and that it's not just like Iron Man in his Iron Man suit. Here's a very fitting storyline about a contagion that is leaked onto Earth, and Laura Kinney and the other Wolverines have to use their mutant healing factor to stop it. Deadpool's in here, and normally I'm not the biggest fan of the way Deadpool's written, but I feel like this is, like, he's written in a way where he shines here, and is not super annoying, and is not a little cringy, and is not just completely random and chaotic, but much more Deadpool. I don't know how to, you know, much more Deadpool as Deadpool should be, rather than just hot topic energy. I don't know. Here is the Guardians getting involved because we get a little Brood saga, which is awesome. I always like seeing the Brood, and they're a cool villain that I hope gets adapted into the MCU at some point. That's their pet Wolverine. And then we deal with some Orphan X stuff here, or Orphans of X. I forget what their actual little name is. Just the people who, you know, in the wake of the X-Men and everything they've done, there have been casualties, and, you know, casualties have a ripple effect throughout the lives of people. So these are just scorned people who have lost people due to the X-Men's actions, and so they're coming after the Wolverines in this storyline. But, you know, Laura Kinney, she deals with it in only a way that Laura Kinney could, not a way that Wolverine would do it. I guess she is Wolverine, but not a way that Logan would do it. Something else. And yeah, I'll leave you to find that out if you pick up this book. It's pretty interesting. And then you get this story that is like, I don't know, 50, 30 years in the future, something like that, which was fun. A neat little way to end the omnibus. They talk about this Doom War thing that happens in the future, which I would love to see in an actual comic, just like Doom. I guess they're secret wars, but I don't know. More Doom. Give me more Doom. Then you get some extras in the back. Connecting covers there. Very cool artwork. Oh, there was one that made me laugh. I'm probably not gonna be able to find it, but it's pretty much, I think, Wolverine slapping Deadpool. Something about it. Just, I think it was a homage to that old Robin or Batman slapping Robin panel. Let's see if I can find it. Now I've promised it now. There we go. Logan is dead. Hey, how's Logan? Logan is dead. I don't know why that made me laugh. It's a weird sense of humor. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you're gonna pick up this book. Let me know what you think of X-23, Laura Kinney, Wolverine. And thanks for watching.